Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back with another episode of How About Them Celtics. Sam and I are recording on Wednesday, September 18th, just a few days away from Celtics Media Day. The start of training camp is almost upon us. We got through the summer, and we're ready to rock for the upcoming season. How you doing today, Sam?
Pretty good. You know why? Less than a week away from
Getting
Media
there.
Day. I can't
Getting
wait.
real close.
Wait.
Getting real close. I'm very excited. Plenty of stuff to talk about today in the NBA world, in the Celtics world, and everything. So let's just jump right into it with the title of the podcast. Probably new jerseys leaked. It's Jersey Day at How About Them Celtics, and obviously we're gonna start with the Celtics. City Edition jerseys from around the NBA have leaked, and the Celtics jerseys were leaked as well. And people on Twitter, not too pleased, not very pleased. I know you're none too pleased with them either. I'll pull it up here. Shout out John Zanis. I'll pull up his tweet because he's the first one I saw. These are the new Celtics jerseys. These right here. These
I wish I
are
was dead.
the City Edition jerseys. They're black with like a dark, excuse me, sorry, dark green trim.
Okay.
Lime neon green side paneling. They're not great. They're real bad.
Yeah.
I
Lettering.
I will say, if they had just ditched the dark green and made it black with neon, I think it would have been just so much better. But this kind of sucks. I wrote about it for Harvard Houdini. I said it missed for 3 reasons. 1, it's too far away from the norm of the Celtics jerseys, which people like. 2, it's not far enough away. If you're going to be unique and try to be different, you got to go all the way. You can't find this middle ground, and this is exactly like this middle ground crap that people don't like. And 3, they didn't let Pete Rogers design it. That was the 3rd reason I wrote about my article. This is another whiff, unfortunately.
Yeah. Much like you, I also hit the keys on this one. Got me up out of my chair after a summer of relaxation and not as much writing as usual. We're back, and sadly, it's for a reason like this. Someone should be in jail. Plain and simple. Someone should be in jail. This is a disgusting act. The jersey looks awful. You did a great job of breaking it down. It brings back the bad memories of the Earth Day jerseys from 3 years ago. The Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker Celtics. Those were maybe better looking than this, now that I'm looking at a picture of both of them at the same time. And the most egregious part, which you mentioned, Pete Rogers. Pete Rogers has designed over 100 better Celtics jerseys than this. Pete Rogers has been a major story in the Celtics community for multiple seasons now because of his creativity, his dedication to making new designs every time the team wins, which, by the way, they do a lot of. And this is what we all get. Last season, when the NBA did their drop of all of the City Edition jerseys, the press release that coincided with the release detailed why they do these. What is the reasoning? What's the story behind them? These uniforms across all 30 teams are supposed to reflect some aspect historically of the city or the franchise or the culture surrounding wherever the basketball is being played. What does this represent? Money. That's what it represents, is money. They used all the shades of green as possible except for Celtic green. And instead of doing what really should have been done, especially since they reportedly planned the City Editions 2 years in advance from when they release, have had Pete Rogers do it. He's been doing this for 2 years now. He became a major story 2 years ago. He should be in on this. But Nike is a bunch of cheap fucks. They don't want to cut him any kind of deal, give him any kind of share of the sales, which is the only reason they put these out. He is left designing his own things, and he sells on his own, and I'm sure he does just fine. But there is no reason for this to be what the Celtics have. And to imagine, I tweeted about it yesterday, but I don't think we've talked about it. to sit here and imagine the in-season NBA Cup court that is going to go along with this makes me just maybe not want to participate this year.
I mean, I know you replied to this and didn't like it. I think it does look a little better on a person. Somebody edited the jersey onto Jason Tatum wearing it. I don't think that should give the jersey any credit because I just think any black jersey usually looks good on a player. Like I just think black jerseys
Jason Tatum's
are
also
clean.
very handsome.
Sure, if you'd like to give him that credit too. Like I said though, I think if you literally switch out the dark green trim around the neck and the arms for the light green they use for everything else, I think it would look kind of cool because it is simple enough where it is basically exactly the same as every other jersey, but they're just using a neon green with the black jerseys. It's just a neon version of the black jerseys. They just like tried to be too unique without straying too far away, and they found the perfect middle ground where it kind of sucks, where it's kind of bad. They just managed to find a terrible middle ground. Just
truthfully,
there's
go ahead.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say there's so many layups. Like Pete Rogers is giving you layups. The water tank, the Duncan jerseys. Like you can go in so many like super creative directions. And I know you're not a super like stray away guy, but if you're gonna stray away for a City Edition, you gotta go for it.
It's there. It's there. It's out there.
Exactly.
It's easy. It's so easy. And it's just so clear that Nike is trying to like push this. Hey, these are supposed to reflect like the cool things about the city that the team is in, but we're not going to put the time in to actually like look into what those things should be. And it's a real shame because like we've talked about on this show, like Pete Rogers has been doing a great job of that for multiple seasons now. It's honestly pretty shameful from Nike. And I mean, I've not been quiet about my displeasure for Nike and what they've done to the NBA uniform. This jersey on the screen has pretty much universally been like, this is awful. Everyone's reaction has been negative. People on Twitter are bitching about it. If you're on Twitter saying this is nice, please stop. I've seen like one guy like trying to be like, whoa, it's not that bad. And I'm pretty sure like he has some kind of in with the team or something. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like stop. Like just it. I know RJ sent us an email about this that we'll get to later in the show. Don't enable this anymore. If you think this is stupid, don't buy the stuff. Don't buy your kids the stuff. The Celtics have plenty of historic, wonderful looking merchandise that you can buy that doesn't look like something that is off the discount knockoff rack at Target.
See, I do think sweatshirts with this color scheme could look okay though. I don't think the jerseys look good. I know. The jerseys don't look good, but like you're telling me, just an all black sweatshirt with like neon Celtics, and there are, but that's just not even the jersey style. That's just you're using neon. I don't know. These jerseys kind of stink. I mean, we can look back here. I found a website that shows you like the history of the jerseys. This one has a 1.5 out of 5 stars with 50 votes. The Bill Russell editions people liked, I think probably just because it was Bill Russell. This is like the most popular of the group. These were fine. I think in hindsight,
the most popular.
Yeah, they got 4. I think it's probably just because Bill Russell helped design them. I assume people were like, "Oh, shut up, Bill." You know what I'm saying? Like, I assume that's why he's got votes.
Take that out of it. I'm not a fan of it all.
I don't hate the font. I like the font. I like that idea, but they just went too extra with everything else on it. Like, if you just made, if you just made green jerseys with black linings and the font would have been fine. This past year we had these. I didn't like these. I didn't care for these. The gold trims around the edge. Didn't love the quartz on the side was kind of a miss.
By the way, this is the same side design as last year too. They just changed the color in the font a little bit.
Yeah. This is the Bill Russell one. Again, I don't hate the font, but everything else is kind of like it's just too much. There's just too much going on. The year before that, we had these.
Those are good.
These are fine. I don't like it. I don't like the font. I don't like the outline block.
I like that they are a little different, but they don't go too far away from the norm. Like this is like to me, this is like where they should be. This is their sandbox. This is where they should be playing. This range.
I don't love it. I don't love it. They had these. I didn't like these either. These were real bad. They're so boring. Before that, these were horrendous. Their attempt at the Shamrock or St. Patrick's Days. Those
There's
are
already
bad.
a better version of that.
I didn't hate these iterations.
These were good.
These were fine. I kind of liked these. They had the yellow.
Yes.
I'm kind of in. Those aren't bad.
I'm a fan.
I didn't like gray. Gray jerseys
Not a
suck
fan
all
of
around. All around gray. Gray jerseys are just bad. And then you get to the sleeve era, and then back from there. Yeah, I think if you had to rank these among recent City Edition, I would say this year's they're definitely a loss for me. I think these are worse than the 24-25 ones. I didn't like these at all. I think these might be I didn't even talk about these. These are the ones you mentioned. I didn't like these either. These are kind of whack.
It's that same green clashing that you don't like with this.
Yeah. But out of all of the City Editions, these are the worst for me. These are so ugly. This font is terrible. It's so bad. But yeah,
it's just like you have such a great base. You know, to be honest with you, Jack, like they could just slightly change some. Like they could make one of them yellow. They could make a yellow Celtics jersey with green font, and it would be a hit.
Oh, all yellow jersey, no,
or gold, whatever.
Nah, I don't know, man. What would you think of a black and white jersey? No, it's too nets. You can't even do that. Like you can't even go that direction. Like I was thinking, if you have an all black jersey with white lettering, why don't they make an all black jersey, white lettering, white everything, and then the numbers green or something like that? Just like one green aspect, all black and white with one like pop of green. Like you could just be so simple and people wouldn't hate it. And then you just try like this. It feels like the Celtics are too scared to step outside of the box, which puts them in this weird middle ground. But then if you take either direction, if you just stay a little bit safe, people will like it. But if you go super out there, I feel like you get some people who like it. But you're just like finding a way to stay perfectly in the middle.
So I did the article like I mentioned. I just pulled 5 random Pete designs. This better than what we got.
Sure.
This better than what we got.
Sure.
This better than what we got, and it's creative.
Yep. And it's out there, yeah.
This better than what we got.
I love this one. I love this one.
This similar to what we got and better.
Just simple. Yep.
And if you're listening, this one on the screen right now is black with a green gradient of font / numbering. We have one that is the green line jersey. We have one that has Lucky dribbling the basketball with the number on his side and Celtics on the front. We have another one with a gold shamrock and the number underneath. And then we just have one with 11 diamonds on the front. I believe it's 11 for Bill. And the number in the middle. All of them are better.
Mm-hmm. Shamrock has the parquet in the middle too. But the gradient one, even if you got rid of the gradient and just made all of the lettering the neon they have in the current jersey, it would just be better.
Sure.
It would just be so much better. But no, they whiffed. They whiffed again. Unfortunately, I feel like it's not going to look terrible on the court because it's just a black jersey. And like I said, I just think black jerseys, you can't really mess up too much, but it's just boring, man. It's the perfect middle ground between not staying in your wheelhouse and not going far out of it. You're like just knocking on the door, like waiting to be let in, and no one really wants to let you in.
The commitment to like just being stubborn and not wanting to take what's out there and be like, hey, Pete Rogers, here's money. Come help us do this. Is ridiculous. It's like it should be a federal offense. Like the amount of effort that Pete has put into being the guy to do this job and he's not doing it. And you have some team of apathetic designers at Nike making jerseys for all the teams, which later in the show you will see are not good for the most part. For the most part,
some look good. I like some, but
there are a select few, as there are every year.
Yeah. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports, and unlike other apps, on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. One Caleb Williams passing yard gets you 1 win on PrizePicks for every week in September. That's right, only 1 yard gets you an automatic win every football weekend in September. 4 weeks of free W's. Don't miss this deal on PrizePicks because it's gone when September ends. Also, you can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. Sam and I used PrizePicks all season long while on how Bout Them Celtics pregame shows. We picked Jason Tatum dunks, we picked Drew Holiday steals, we picked a ton of stuff, especially during the finals when Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, we were kind of preying on their downfall. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly. When you play $5, that's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly. When you play $5, you don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Anyways, next thing, and we're going to spin it into a Celtics thing, but it is just the biggest news in sports right now. Adrian Wojnarowski, Woj, retiring from his job as one of the two biggest newsbreakers in the sports world, in the basketball world. Did you see who penned the article?
Yes, they had all the big boys.
That's so sick. I saw somebody say that, and they were like, having these three do it is like the ultimate send off. It was Pete Thamel, Jeff Passan, and Adam Schefter penned the article, or like bylined the article of him retiring, which is just electric. The GOAT. I mean, Woj is just the GOAT. He's a beast. I remember when he sent the email to the senator who was trying to do some whack shit, and he just emailed him back and said "fuck you" in an email, and it went super viral. It was like I want to find it now. Some like senator or some person. Let me see. Woj email. A senator was trying to let's see. Today, Senator blah 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 sending a letter to the NBA commissioner blasting the league's apparent decision to strictly limit messages players can wear. Oh, it was when they were allowing messages in the bubble, and this like Florida really asshole senator was like, "This is ridiculous," like being super racist or just being an asshole. And Woj just emailed him back and said "fuck you," which is just sick. just the ultimate like awesome thing. And this senator like reposted and said, "Look what you're doing," and everyone like expecting some like outrage, and everyone on Twitter was like, "Yeah, that's my guy," and he just got the opposite. But you linked an article from Sporting News. I'll look back at some of the most legendary Celtics Woj bombs, so we can go through, take a look at those in honor of like I said, the GOAT.
As you pull it up, so Jack was asleep as this came out today, and it came out at a relatively early time. This is not saying Jack sleeps.
No, it was 10:40. I woke up at like 11 today. This is the latest I've woken up since I moved.
But what I will say about this is, well, first and foremost, do we know why he signed the message 30?
No.
Because
has he been doing it for 30 years?
No, 37.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Because when this notification popped up on my phone, all I saw was 30 and then a screenshot of the statement, which I could not read, obviously. And I was like, did Steph Curry retire out of nowhere? Obviously, no. But the reaction and the true feeling of it being a "where were you" moment made me remember why basketball is the best. Because when these things happen, typically it's a player getting traded, changing teams, signing somewhere, getting a mega notification, earth-shattering news type thing popping up on your phone as a bunch of other people also get that news is a true bonding experience. Being on Twitter this morning was excellent. I had like a natural high from just refreshing my timeline. I was like, this is the best. Everybody was tweeting about Woj, sharing their favorite Woj memories. I know we're going to go through some of the Celtics ones. Have not read this. Assuming the one where he was like, hey, the Celtics have gotten all the foul calls before Game 7 will not be in this.
Apparently, it is the standard newspaper lingo for end of article, and it goes back to Western Union Telegraph code for end of message. So it's just like a newspaper thing, like end. So
Super
it's like,
cool.
Yeah. Best things. KP trade last year, almost midnight. Celtics are finalizing a deal to acquire Porzingis. This day sucked. I wasn't a big fan, but it is what it is. The Marcus part of it was annoying. Yes. Kyrie trade. Kyrie has been informed the trade call is over. He's a member of the Celtics, getting on the phone with Boston officials now. Gordon Hayward signing there in the summer. Pierce and KG trade. Kevin Garnett will agree to a trade to Brooklyn, and Celtics are sending KG and Paul Pierce to the Nets. League sources tell Yahoo Sports. Man, I remember. Was he Ime or was that Shams? Was Shams Ime? Maybe it was Shams. That's what I thought.
Oh no, it was Woj.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
let me
It
not
was like both.
incorrectly do that. I think it was Woj,
Mm-hmm.
but that was
Let
a
me
big
see.
one too.
That was the one I remember being like craziest. Yeah. Woj. I found Woj. I don't know if him or Shams was first, but
So
I found his.
another talking point from today. Should Woj be calling this a retirement?
Retirement from his current job, yes.
The other angle to that is he just got a new job.
I mean,
Like
he's
if you did you retire from Celtics blog?
no, but retiring from being an insider. He's like this. This is like if like Jason Kidd's retired.
I agree with you. I am on your side. I think he's
Yeah.
retired. But I did have somebody say retiring is such a dumb word usage for this. He quit and took another job. What are we talking about?
Well, that guy's stupid. Jason Kidd's
Then I
retired.
I
Like,
said, is Shaq retired?
what do you say?
He said retired from playing. Retiring from journalism isn't a thing unless you are retired officially. Like you're not working anymore.
Well, then he's just making shit up based on the social norms that he decides are true. Like this guy's just being an idiot. Like this guy's being a pain in the ass. He's retired from what he did for his entire life, and he's moving on to something else.
I was outnumbered in that discussion, 2-1.
You were outvoted?
Yes.
Oh, they're wrong. You're absolutely correct. He can retire from what he's currently doing and move on to.
Well, the reason why I feel like this, I understand that angle if it's like a regular job. But what Woj and Shams and Jake Fisher and all those guys do is not a regular job. Woj is waking up in the middle of the night to take calls on guys being traded or signings happening or extensions. Like, I think there was a report about Shams, like his downtime is like he has his phone next to him sitting by the pool for 10 hours. Like he's still not able to go enjoy himself.
Mm-hmm.
So that is absolutely a physically and mentally taxing way of living. I would say this is retiring.
Yeah, I mean, it's just semantics at that point. He's retiring from his current thing and doing something else. The fact that he's going to be the GM of his alma mater is so sick, too. That's so fire. Like, what a dream.
At first, I was like, what does a GM of college do? Because I thought the coach was in charge of all the
recruiting
GM stuff.
NIL,
recruiting, NIL
to be
stuff.
there.
Now that they have that is a thing, too.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. St. Bonaventure basketball sports reference history. I want to see what their records have been. Let's see what type of program is Woj taking over here.
A10, same conference as URI.
20-13 last year. Pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll make the trip to Kingston this year.
That'd be cool. That would be pretty cool. Where is St. Bonaventure? New York? New York, yeah. New York. Interesting. Has St. Bonaventure ever produced an NBA player?
Oh, I'm sure.
Really? You want to guess?
I feel like if you go through every school, they've got somebody.
Oh my god, way more than I thought. What the hell? Any current? Let's see. The best one is Bob Lanier. Went to St. Bonnie's. Wow, yeah, more than I realized.
I mean, they play in a real conference. Like the A10 has Dayton, it has URI, who isn't great right now, but they once were pretty decent. Like a couple of years when Hurley was there. Like there are some good teams in that conference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. Shout out Woj though, beast. The GOAT. Shams now. Well, do you think Shams, who takes over ESPN? Shams? Chris Haynes?
So definitely not Chris Haynes.
Well, you say that as a joke, but those are probably
it's like a semi joke. Like like it's funny. Like the way I feel about it is funny because it's like completely true. His reports always come like a minute after Woj and Shams. Like the amount of time that it would take me to see the Woj tweet, type my own tweet, and then hit post is how long it takes Chris Haynes to put his news out after those guys put it out.
You're not wrong, but he is still one of the top three news.
He is.
The other
three.
Just because there's a gap doesn't mean it's. You know what I'm saying?
I've heard Jake Fisher thrown around. I think that'd be fun. I don't know if he wants that crazy of a lifestyle. I think he probably likes like putting his news dumps out and that's it. But Maybe Windy.
You think Shams jumps?
I don't know what Shams does. I'm sick of him.
I
though.
think
I'm
they're gonna.
legitimately not a fan of Shams.
I think he's gonna take ESPN. I think
That's fine.
they're gonna throw a bag, and his contract's up this year, so why wouldn't he? Like, why wouldn't he?
He's going to continue to leak fake things to move betting lines for ESPN Bet when he gets there.
Exactly. ESPN Bet he's gonna have to stop his FanDuel things.
Well, that's like a real issue. Like that's a real problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, man, all that stuff is weird. I don't like jumping on things and saying it's definitely true because who knows? Maybe it looks suspicious, but I'm not going to sit here and like.
It's pretty bad. SB Nation has a whole
it's suspicious for sure.
All kinds of examples. It's not.
It's definitely suspicious.
You want to say innocent until proven guilty, fine. But if you guys look it up, go look up Shams in sports books. You'll find
form your own opinions. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, shout out Woj. Next thing is you found a Reddit post to fill some Celtics talk.
Yes, Reddit post of the day today comes from our own subreddit, the Boston Celtics subreddit. I have once again copied the link instead of hitting open link, so bear with me as I struggle. Comes from the Boston Celtics subreddit user Moose Gullible posts, "What's the worst decision our team has ever made?" Top comment. Would you like to guess?
Trading IT for Kyrie.
Top comment. Our new city jerseys.
Ah, sure. Okay. Recent bias.
Facts.
Yeah.
I do not see that one just yet.
I'm trying to think of what genuinely was, because like at the time trading IT for Kyrie was a good trade. You know what I'm saying? Like hindsight's 2020.
Oh, I stand by it. But even if you hold on to Isaiah, he's still hurt.
Exactly. But like, what was the move that was like, even at the time was like, what the hell are they doing? And then it just also flopped, because that's the one where it gets tough.
This is not so much a what the hell were they doing. There was excitement around this, and we weren't really around for it. But hiring Patino is the next highest upvoted comment.
That was bad. Yeah.
Which unequivocally went poorly from the jump, because he joined thinking that they were going to land Tim Duncan in the lottery, and then they didn't. And then he was bitchy from that point
on. One that is much smaller of a scale but funny is signing Ennis Freedom 2 different times. Probably not smart. Probably kind of dumb.
Hey, both those teams that he was on went to the conference finals, even if he wasn't on the team by the end of it. The year that he was there, he was in the bubble playoffs, and then the year that they went and they lost to the Warriors, he was traded at the deadline that year.
God, that guy sucks.
This is one you would not guess. Larry Bird repaving his mom's driveway. You never heard this?
Probably, but I don't remember it.
So Bird had to retire early because he had major back issues, which stemmed from he did not want to hire somebody else to do the yard work.
I see.
And he ended up straining his back and really fucking it up from that point on.
I see. Yeah, sure. Why not? That tracks.
If you want to go with a major hindsight that would have been impossible to know, it was not trading Rondo for Steph. After the Pierce and KG title window closed, the Celtics shopped Rondo around. At the same time, Golden State realized it needed to move either Steph or Ellis, as they played the same position and had holes elsewhere. Rumors are that both sides ended up getting cold feet. Golden State started to lean towards shipping Ellis, and the Celtics were worried Steph had glass ankles, but they probably could have gotten it done pretty easily at the time. But the real answer is, of course, Rick Pitino. The whole era is a disaster. He butted heads with every player. He sold low on Billups and Joe Johnson, which I don't know if Joe Johnson was him or not. General depressing mediocrity. The worst part about hiring Pitino was that it pushed Bird out, which is very true, who went on to some successful coaching in Indy. That's a big, big wrinkle of that. Pitino should have listened to the media and split up the Jays. They can't win together.
I saw someone say I looked something up. Someone said the Kendrick Perkins trading him.
Yes,
that year.
That's a good one. That was the next one. Bailing on Billups and Joe Johnson didn't work out. But hindsight is obviously 2020. We all knew the O'Neals, both Jermaine and Shaq, weren't going to hold up in 2011. But I'm unconvinced the C's would have gotten by Miami even if they had Perk.
Fair.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good ones on here, man. If you guys have one that we didn't mention, I mean, I'm sure you could say picking Kelly Olynyk over Giannis if you want. You could go all kinds of draft things.
All the
But
draft
let us
stuff,
know
yeah.
if you have any favorite ones in the comments or email us or whatever. We can go back into this. We have another week of patty
Yeah.
cake till media day.
Plenty of time. Anyways,
I love going to watch football in person. It might not be Sam's taste, but I personally love going to watch a Pats game, even though they're not in the best place right now. I saw them play the Chiefs last year, and even though Kansas City absolutely won the game, it was still a great time, and I make sure to get all my tickets through Game Time. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Me and my friends are going to see the Red Sox tonight, and guess what? Game Time was the choice. You can pick the great deals, and like I just mentioned, you can filter out all the fees, you can filter out everything to make sure you are getting the best deal possible. That is my favorite thing, getting to know what the exact price is before I purchase, because I know I'm getting the best deal on Game Time. You can see the view from your seat, you get the lowest price guaranteed, even if it's canceled. Cancellation protection is great. It's the perfect app to buy all your tickets. Curation makes it easier to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, and everything else. I saw NoahCon this summer, and guess what? Game Time came in clutch. All in pricing, again, my favorite thing. Toggling this feature shows you the total upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CLNS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time.
let's jump into the email here. A reminder, as always, you guys can email us, at hbtcpod@gmail.com. That's hbtcpod@gmail.com. Got a few today to go over. Plenty from our guy, RJ. So let's start there. RJ emails, Jason Tatum superpowers. Morning, folks. Given all the conversations flying about regarding JT, I wanted to offer a little bit different perspective. Allow me a digression. In the Legion of Superheroes, there were several Superboy-like characters. Don't worry. Superboy-like characters. Don't worry. This will make sense in a minute. Mon-El didn't have any weaknesses to Kryptonite, but lead weakened him, while Ultra Boy had all the same powers, but could only use them one at a time. Tatum is skilled in many things, but he reminds me of Ultra Boy is that he focuses on one aspect of his game. Others are less ready to be deployed. He's a good passer, but doesn't seem to have that ability to see the next pass that we Marcus Robb or even Al Horford manage. In 23-24, JT shot 37.4 and threes for the year, while averaging 4.9 assists per game. Looking four possible combinations here, what I found. If JT was above average in both 3-point percentage and JT was above average in 3-point percentage and assists per game. The Celtics were 14-4. JT was above average in 3-point percentage, but below on assists. They were 18-3. Below average on 3-point percentage, but 5+ assists, 17-7. Below average on both, 8-3. First off, all those winning percentages rock, yes. But the C's winning percentage on games where he was a plus shooter was better than their winning percentage when he was a plus distributor. Again, no one is trading him away. No one is trading him away because of his variance. I do think that it speaks to an aspect of the game where he can do either at a high level, but maybe trying to switch his focus between the two skills needs some work. Either way, he's still super BWell RJ and a longtime comic book nerd. It's interesting. I never thought of it that way, but I guess the stats do track it a little bit. Yeah.
We did something similar to this. Maybe it was the season before last, the 2022-23 season. Because I was heavy bitching on the Tatum threes, and you were like, look, when he shoots less than 6, their record is this, and it wasn't as good as if he shoots like more than 8. Like the volume proved to be good for whatever reason.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this before. I think the reason people disregard Tatum is because he's not elite at any one thing. I don't like Luka's an elite playmaker / shot creator. LeBron James is an elite at everything type of guy throughout the course of his career. Giannis is an elite athlete and interior scorer. Shea is an elite mid-range jumper shooter. Like Tatum, like if you look at Tatum's 2K ratings or whatever, he'd have like A-, A- across the board, where these guys would have like A+, B, B, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's what makes him so good, but it's also the reason people disregard him a little bit. As far as this, I think he will get better with age as he learns these responsibilities and stuff, but is it about balancing and stuff like that? So thank you, RJ. Next one. almost media day. Morning, folks. Just a week to go. So here are a few questions. We'll answer them briefly as we go. Do you think Jay Scrub will be signed between now and then? I'm starting to think no, but I don't know.
Well, when we talked about this before, it was like the report was they hoped to sign him when his knee heals. And what I said to you was, we really think the next 2 weeks are going to make a difference of whether or not they're going to sign him based on health. Like, I don't think he has enough time to make a significant stride in the healing process. So no.
Yeah, I'm thinking no, because they also just signed Dimitris Kapintsev, so it sounds like the spot's just full now. How will the Celtics show off the Larry during the day? I don't know if that'll be at media day at all. Maybe it's there in like pictures. Probably just like in pictures. It probably won't be available for us to look at all. But
maybe they'll all take pictures like the Horford picture, and like it'll be no Larry. Like the Celtics social account will have a no Larry.
No Larry
folder.
No Larry would be funny. How long will it take until Scal speculates on KP's injury recovery?
Right away.
Very soon. Very quickly. Besides Luke, who will be the funniest Celtics player in interviews? Funniest Celtics player in interviews. I think Luke is just the most obvious answer. I don't know if there's another funny guy in the team. I think he is the funny guy. Maybe Jalen.
I thought Jalen really.
Too. Yeah, Jalen might just break out some dumb shit.
I just feel like Jalen is so cold that he's a little funny.
Yeah. I feel like he'll say some unintentionally funny stuff. Finally, will Coach Mazzulla take a page from Jimmy Butler and show up as emo Joe? That's all BWell RJ. No way. Joe Mazzulla does anything. Not. Absolutely not. Next email from RJ again. A refresher of Exhibit 10 contracts. Afternoon, folks. Thanks for the Dimitro. I'll learn his last name if he signs with Maine Skapintsev. The update on him. Dimitro is a pretty cool first name, though. Love the Y. Anyways, thought I'd pull up the data on last year's Exhibit 10 and two-way signees to coming into camp. The first date is when they signed. The W date is when they got waived. An asterisk mean the player played some part of the 23-24 with Maine, and two asterisks mean they played some time with Boston. JD Davison, two-way. Jay Scrub signed on, July 15th, and was with the team through October 22nd. Injury. Taylor Funk, September 8th, December 28th. Forgot about him. Kada, September 17th, got a two-way. Lamar Stevens, September 25th, and then obviously got traded later that season. Jordan Shaquille signed on the 27th of September, waived on the 28th. Brandon Slater signed and waived on the 28th. DJ Stewart signed on the 29th of September, waived on October 20th. Kyler Kelly signed on October 2nd, waived on October 4th. All four of those guys played in Maine. Wenyan Gabriel signed on the 2nd of October, waived on the 20th of October. Reggie Kissenlaw signed and waived on the 20th of October. Same thing with James Banks. Nathan Knight signed on October 22nd, waived December 12th. Keep in mind the Celtics calendar has moved up a little bit. Last year, media day wasn't until October 2nd. And the regular season started on the 25th. After all the camp competition, only the Exhibit 10 guy to grab a full roster spot was Lamar Stevens with the 15th spot open for comparison. Here's this year's activity. Drew Peterson, July 3rd, two-way. JD Davison, July 8th, two-way. And Aruna, July 10th. Ron Harper Jr., July 13th. Anton Watson, August 2nd, two-way. Lonnie Walker, August 29th. Jordan Shaquille signed September 11th, waived September 13th. Dimitris Kapintsev signed September 17th. What does it all mean? Likely just a fair bit of fodder for the lobster lads, and that's all. Be well, RJ. And only a week to go in the version of Dick Lipe you order from Temu. I think most of these names will be G League guys, if nothing else. I think Enaruna, Ron Harper, Shaquille and Skapintsev definitely. Lonnie Walker might have a chance to have the Lamar Stevens signing, but after that, I think that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at last year's Stewart, Kelly, Kissenall, Banks, and I think Slater were all a part of Maine. They all played a big part in that team.
Yeah, they got the asterisks, I think. Yeah, so Shaquille, Slater, Stewart, Kelly, and Banks. And Nathan Knight played a little time in Maine too, but he was a two-way. So there is that. Thank you, RJ. Next email from RG again. A simple solution for the ugly uniforms. Good morning, Jack and Sam, but this is definitely a Sam email. I saw the hideous things Nike's putting out as their city editions, and simply refusing to buy them isn't enough. I think all NBA fans, but especially Celtics fans, need to boycott the first quarter of games where these things are worn. If you're at home, don't watch the game. Listen on radio instead. Attending in person, hang out in the mezzanine section. But one of the food vendors, or buy something that doesn't suck from the merchandise shop, and then go grab your seat in the last 30 seconds of the first, so the TV cameras can get a shot of the empty seats filling up. At this point, I can't think of anything that will stop Adam Silver and Nike from screwing around further. Avert your eyes from the ugliness and be well, RJ.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, but man, I just don't know what would make them stop. Because there are objectively going to be people every single year
There's nothing that
that
can make
see
them
the
stop.
shiny new design, regardless if it's good or not. And like you mentioned, like the coinciding stuff you may not hate, so it gets bought, they make money, and it reinforces like the strategy of like, oh yeah, like people will buy the fresh thing every single year. It gives them a reason to go out and buy a new article of merch to go along with whatever season. It's just like this would be fine if they weren't just mailing it in.
Yeah, just get creative. P. Rogers right there. But last email today from Caper Sheen, a new emailer. Celtics with other
Hello.
NBA ability. Hey guys, here's a few Celtics with other elite NBA player abilities that I thought would be funny to see. This from our last thing. Jason Tatum with Embiid's foul baiting ability. Jaylen Brown with Dame's rap ability. Sam Hauser with Cam Thomas confidence. My favorite Peyton Pritchard with John Morant's dunking, and to throw one more in for Sam, Jaden Springer with Wembanyama hype level, so he can finally get a chance to play.
I'm trying. I'm
you
trying
go.
to get the hype levels there. Jack's in. I got Jack
like
to join the
Springer.
fan club.
I like Springer. He's fine. He's fine. Thank you for the emails. Thank you, Caper. Yeah. Moving on to the NBA here. The 76ers are not going anywhere. There were some rumblings that they could potentially be moving to New Jersey.
So
but
sad, man.
The Philly governor stepped in and said, no, basically. Philadelphia Mayor Cheryl Parker announced Wednesday that she's come to an agreement with the Sixers for a new arena to be built in Center City that would keep the team from a rumored relocation to Camden, New Jersey. We are grateful to Mayor Parker and her team for their time and diligence in evaluating our proposal and look forward to advancing the next steps with City Council, the Sixers said. So they're moving from their current location to a different location, apparently in Philly, which I think I saw renderings, which I can find as well.
Pull it up. Let's see what we got. Probably good that they're staying in the city. I think it would be stupid to move the team. I know it's not far away because there's a whole lot going on in that area. Yeah.
No, just the one from Camden. I don't see anyone from the Philly. I might have lied. Yeah, I think I'm just seeing the ones from Camden. Oh, no. No. I think.
Oh, are we back?
Is this it? This might be it. It's very small, but it's just like in the middle of the city instead of out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I did see somebody bitching about this. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up.
Which would be kind of whatever. I don't know enough about this to know if it'd be a good thing or not, but this is the rendering that was on Twitter.
So, quote tweet of the tweet about the new arena, which looks cool. We have an iconic sports complex. All 4 teams should stay there. This is dumb and affects the people in Chinatown. Getting to games will also be hell for our out of city fans. Well, yeah, it's because their fucking subway sucks. They only have 2 lines. It's kind of funny how some people from Philly have deluded themselves into thinking a sports complex that is 80% parking and is surrounded by highways on 3 sides is quote unquote iconic. I mean, you've been there, Jack. What do you think?
I hate the city of Philadelphia.
No, the complex itself.
It's in the city of Philadelphia, so it's fine. It's just kind of blah. Like it's just kind of a parking lot, and so it's probably good for tailgating, I suppose. But excuse me, that's about it. There's no like charm to it because it's just dumped in a parking lot. Which whatever. I guess you do you, Philly. All right. Let's move on to the next thing, which is ranking every single City Edition jersey. So I have created a tier list where we can go through and rank them all. I have a picture of all of them in there as well. So let me pull that up. Nope, I made it earlier. I took screenshots. We're ready to rock here. Okay, let me go here. How do I get us all? Here we go. Put it there. Let me F11, full screen it, and let's rock here. Okay, so there was a thread that I pulled from that we can look at as well, so we don't just have to look at tiny little boxes, if you know what I'm saying. So we can get a larger view as we rank.
We can get a high quality
thread. So shout out to Nice Kicks here for this. So starting with the Hawks. I actually like the Hawks jerseys. These are kind of cool.
Not bad. Has a blend of what they tried to do last year with the baby blue color. which I still don't know what the significance is, but whatever.
I think they used to wear blue. I think the old Hawks jerseys.
They used to wear like this blue with neon green.
I don't know. I like them. I think they're clean. I would put them on the higher tier of our list.
I agree, because this has like the look of the '80s jersey design wise. You have like the sash on the middle, much like the Dominique teams have, but it looks cool. See, this is how you do a nice creative spin without making a mockery of things.
Yeah. I'd be tempted to put it A tier. I think it's up there of the ones we're going to see.
We can adjust if need be.
We can move it down if needed, but I'm happy to put Hawks A tier for now. Excuse me. And rock from there.
F tier.
I don't think
burn
F
it.
Tier. I think D tier, only because I think there are worse somehow.
No. F.
Sure. Fine. Whatever. F tier. I think it's D tier.
I would go below F tier if I could.
All right. Next one. The Nets. Listen, I think if this was just a black or gray jersey with that sort of colorful font, it would be better. But the fact that they have all the black and gray collaging going on behind that makes it a little bit worse. But I still don't hate it. I still think it's kind of cool.
Brooklyn has been trying to do this for years, and it just kind of gets sillier and sillier each time. Like, they kind of had a good thing going a few years back when Durant was on the team with this kind of like paying homage to the Borough type design. Why don't they do something with that Statue of Liberty color? They've been sneaking it in with like the players will wear like arm sleeves that have like the.
That's just the Liberties jerseys, I think.
Yeah, but they could still do something with it. Like they're starting to use it in their like tertiary leg sleeves, like that kind of thing. Like they should do.
It's around the O. You can kind of see it. I don't hate these. I like the colors a little bit. Maybe like C tier, B tier. I don't know. C. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's great. We'll throw it C tier.
I honestly think we should be as harsh as we can be with these, because we shouldn't enable. Like we shouldn't scale it to be like in comparison to the other ones. Like as a jersey, what do you think?
Sure. I like the colors. I think it's C tier. I think it's right in the middle.
Okay, sure. I just wanted to establish that.
Yeah. Hornets, they're bringing back the mint. I like the mint as a color. This is kind of what you were talking about with the Brooklyn. It's just kind of... I think this is worse than the Brooklyn jersey.
Here's the problem.
I don't like these.
Charlotte has far more fun things that they could be doing than this. Like, I don't understand the significance of it. They have the nice little homage to the clit there, right above the jersey tag.
Sure.
It is there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not like a big fan. Like, I like the pinstripes. I think the color's off. Like, they could have did like
D tier.
Yeah. It's like it doesn't move me.
Doesn't do it for me. The Bulls.
What the fuck is this, man? They need to quit fucking around. F tier.
Just awful. So bad. It's so boring. Like, the cream. It's ugly. It's just ugly. Cavs. I actually kind of like it. I don't
mind the colors. I think is it the colors you like? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I like the colors. I like the land. I don't know what the hell is on the side. I don't know what the hell we're doing over here. Everything else outside of the side, love. This, what the fuck?
I think there needs to be some sort of parameters that get put on these uniforms too, where the color has to be something that you have. You can't just start making it up.
Or it has to make sense for your city. Like there has to be some connection to you, your team, or the city of some sort. Like the Nets ones, I get why they're going colors because there's like a Brooklyn street artist they're paying homage to, and those are the colors he used. Blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Like the jersey is still like in the general palette of a Brooklyn Nets.
Sure, but like the example, white. like the Vice jerseys. You know, like Miami Vice makes sense for Miami. It's not a Heat. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like just some sort of connection to the
my point is I shouldn't have to guess what, like I should be able to look at the jersey and know what fucking team this is. It took me a minute. I did not know.
Of some sort, yes. I don't hate these jerseys though. I would put it I think the jersey is B, but the siding brings it down to C because
Okay.
I don't think like that makes
I'm
sense.
curious
One
what Cavs
text my
fans think of this, so I'm gonna
go check the Cavs subreddit. I text my dad back because he called me on
I
a
gotta pull it
pod.
up.
We'll call back. Yeah,
Cleveland.
I think
Cavs,
C
here
tier though. I think C tier.
Please.
Because I don't hate it, but
Uh,
the siding is weird. What does
Cleveland
Cavs fan say?
Cavaliers 24-25 city jerseys leak. Pulling up the comments right now.
Also,
Yeah,
sorry,
Ray.
audio listeners. Audio listeners, this is not a great section for you. Yeah,
Top
watch the
comment.
YouTube.
Nike has been horrible as a uniform designer.
Okay.
The team makes these. I don't know. When you look at all the city jersey leaks, they literally all follow the same boring format. Cavs actually looks to be one of the better ones compared to the rest of the league.
I
think
agree.
teams obviously have input on colors and some design choices, but it looks like Nike and NBA told teams, here's the template. Matches with that leak a few weeks ago with the same baby blue on some shorts. My wallet thanks their design choice because this is an easy skip. So it doesn't sound like they love this. And one guy says the land is getting old too, and it has some upvotes.
Fair enough. I don't hate it. I don't love it. I think the siding makes it weird. Mavs next. Just a white jersey with gray Mavs font. I actually don't hate it too much because it's so simple that it's fine. I don't know what's on the side there. I think it's like an homage to like Texas boots. I don't know.
I'm trying
I
to
like
find
the little
their post of it.
I really like this little thing on above their Nike
Skyline
patch. Yeah, but there's a Longhorn below it. You see?
Oh, I did not see the Longhorn.
I don't hate these. I'd probably put these B tier. They're inoffensive, but
I
they're
don't
cool.
mind them. I think they're simple enough. I think it kind of falls into that category that you were mentioning earlier, like with the Celtics jerseys, where you were like, what if they just did a black and white one? Like the simplistic aspect of it makes it kind of cool in a unique way.
I agree. I think B is fine. I feel like we're gonna disagree here. These are the Nuggets jerseys. I really like these. I really like these. I love these jerseys. I think these are awesome. I think these might be one of my favorite New City Edition jerseys.
These are awful.
I would put these S tier.
So bad.
Why?
They're awful.
Why?
The 5280 is stupid. The acid coloring is stupid.
It's not acid coloring. Do you know what it is?
What is the side? What is the
It's
side?
the topographical map of Denver because of the Rocky Mountains.
Okay. Well, that's
you're just being an asshole. You're saying it's stupid because I disagree.
It's not because of you. I think it looks awful.
Okay.
I'm finding what they think. If I'm outnumbered by them, I will concede. But I'm curious what they think.
But it just frustrates me because it's not even like I think like is it just because you think it looks bad? Like you just think it looks bad.
I think it looks stupid. Yeah, I think it looks bad.
Okay.
I think the 5280 is stupid.
Why?
Because it just doesn't like I don't think you should have numbers on a jersey that aren't the jersey number.
Sure. So I'm just asking for a reason. Sometimes you just say I hate it and you just leave it.
I don't like it. It looks dumb.
That's fine. I just wanted a reason. I just wanted an explanation as to why you hate it rather than
top comment.
No.
The design is pretty sweet, but I still don't like the 5280. I'd rather it say mile high if we're going for an altitude thing.
I can get on board with that. I can get on board with no numbers because you're gonna have to have the jersey number too. But
but I'm not a fan of the 5280 double numbers on a jersey is silly to me. So it sounds like they don't mind the siding. Oh shit, the siding is crazy. So maybe it's not as bad as I think. But the number is something that people are not a fan of.
I can get on board with that because then you have the jersey number 2. I think the guy who said it should say mile high instead, sure, on board. But I think the design and the topographical thing and like having the different colors as an ode to the rainbow is cool too.
To be honest with you, I thought the design was like, hey, look, they have like legal drugs. That's what I thought.
No, no, it's I assume it's the topographical.
It's definitely what you think.
Yeah, I would put it S. You would put it wherever. Let's find a middle ground, maybe.
It's probably B because the fans like it.
Sure.
I think the fan opinion matters in this. It does.
I like it.
I'm going to try and pull up as much as I can.
We'll throw up B. Pistons jerseys. Don't like. I think cream is a fine jersey color, but this is not good colors to go with the cream. I think they should have been blue instead of red. And I don't love these.
These suck. Not a fan. Yeah. They did this last year. They just kind of flipped the color palette. They tried to do a Bad Boys homage again. Top comment on the Pistons subreddit post is, "This is the best of the city jerseys we've had, but the bar is really low." I disagree. They have been good every year since Cade was drafted. I have no strong feelings one way or the other in a gift format. Prefer last year's Bad Boys, but these are dope. So the fan base doesn't hate them. I like it. Nice, but boring, thoughtful. This is not bad. Okay. This one might be a B tier because the fans feel
I couldn't disagree
unanimously
more.
do see that.
This isn't the fans podcast. This is our podcast. These jerseys are terrible.
I think what the fan base of each team thinks of it matters
I
because
don't
they
give a
know
fuck.
more than we do.
I would put these D. I'll meet you in the middle at C if you want, but these jerseys are terrible.
I don't think they're great either, but the people are fine with it.
I think the Nets and Cavs jerseys are better than this jersey.
Okay, put them D.
I mean, no, I'll put it C because the fans, like, I'll meet you in the middle. I'm just saying, man, like, the font is bad. The red and the cream doesn't work. I think these are rough. But if the fans think they're not bad.
Also, not for nothing, what happened to the NBA not allowing cream jerseys? Remember that was the thing a couple years ago?
I don't know what we're doing.
The Celtics would be due for some nice cream jerseys. It would be good.
I wouldn't hate Celtics cream jerseys. Yeah, this is weird. Golden State. Well, technically, maybe they can wear cream because their courts are going to be all blue or something stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I didn't think about that. Golden State's jerseys, not good. Don't like these jerseys. All dark blue. Excuse me, red siding. Like, dude, they need to pick. Unless you're going for like a Nuggets or a Nets, like a rainbow scheme with something, you can't have more than 3 colors. Because just make the Golden State the same yellow that's around the neck, and this is instantly better. But there's just too much going on. They're not the worst we've seen, but I don't like these either.
I think they'll look okay with the number in the middle. That is my hypothesis. And I can see where they're going with this because it kind of falls into the color palette of like the We Believe Warriors, which I don't think was ever great. I think the blue and yellow is great. Like, I think it looks nice and simple. Comments on Reddit. Somehow it gets worse every year. Not going to lie, these fucking suck. Could they not afford a symbol of the bridge or a bay in the middle? JFC, billion dollar team, Wish.com official jerseys. Why'd they ruin a perfectly decent jersey? The font on the city jerseys is horrendous. The black one is ass. The first one is so bad. 2022 was the peak of city jerseys. Been trashed since then. So this one is D or F because they fucking hate it.
What was their 2022 city jersey? 2022 Warriors.
I think it was the black one, which was good.
No, I think it. Oh yeah. It was the black one with like the rose at the bottom.
Yeah, no, not the rose at the bottom. It was the one that it was literally the regular blue one.
21-22. Sorry, 21-22.
It's that one. Oh, this one. Good jersey.
Yeah,
good
this
jersey.
is a good jersey. This is a good jersey. Good jersey. Yeah, I'd go. I'll throw it in D tier only because I think it's better than the Bulls and the Celtics. But ever so slightly, ever so slightly. Rockets jerseys. Don't hate them. I think they're fine. I don't hate the H-Town idea. I wish it was a bit cleaner. Like, I wish it was just H-Town with the red and the black and then cut out whatever like gold thing is going on. But these are fine, I guess.
So I don't like these. I don't love the way they look, but I really don't like them because I thought they found something last year and they didn't build on it. They have doubled down and circled back to so many different shitty designs from literally the next one from around the league. And they didn't go back to what they had last year. And it was actually good. It was actually cool. They had the alternate spaceman logo. Like, I was like, oh my God, this could be a rebrand for the Rockets.
Dude, they could have just made this light blue.
Make it light blue.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be great.
So easy. So easy.
Top comment. Nike can't keep getting away with this bullshit. Unrelated to ours, but being the reigning champs and getting those jerseys, I feel for Celtics fans. Are we really moving away from the Dunkstronaut for these? Yes, that is how I feel. Looks like Microsoft Word art. Plenty of room for Salesforce logo. This shit looks like it was made by a 10-year-old with nothing but Microsoft Office.
C or D. I think it's better
I
in
think
the
it's
F
D.
tier.
I
but
think it looks. It's not good.
I'm down. I'm down with D. Not good. Next one is Pacers. I thought this design with the black was stupid last year. I think it looks slightly better in the white.
You
I
think
think
so?
it's only because of the siding. I think it looks cleaner with the splatter, not having like I don't know. I think it's a little bit better than last year. Yeah, I still don't love it, but it's a slight upgrade over the trash that came out last year.
Tyrese Halliburton went on wrestling, so there's so many posts about that. Give me a second.
Yeah, see, this is my example. So this is last year's. See how it's like black on black and then just the splatter? I think it looks a little better to have the black contrast as the siding. Just a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well,
Still not
circling
good.
back to the Houston point, they
Yes.
did the same concept as last year, which I'm not convinced was very good. I was not a fan of it when it came out. I thought it looked kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Houston had a good design, and they went
Yes.
away from it. Why?
The NBA is picking the bad designs to double down on. Dude, this is the NBA has been chasing the Miami Vice jerseys ever since. Those are
They had them in Houston. The Houston
Dude.
ones were actually good.
Exactly. Miami Vice jerseys might be a top 5 jersey concept ever. Ever. Like the Miami Vice jerseys were incredible. It's a shame that
They
he
could
doesn't
have
go back to
rebranded
them.
the whole team.
100%. I couldn't agree more. It was
Okay,
incredible.
Reddit comments for the Pacers one quick. Should have done cyan. Cowards. I've seen worse. Let's win an Eastern Conference Finals in these and teabag the 76ers in the process. Alexa, post the gif of Dewey saying, I expect nothing and still get disappointed. Crazy that we don't use the Circle City nickname to design a jersey that reflects our town's layout. Shit, I'd even take a motor speedway theme. We have the largest sports stadium in the history of human civilization, after all, and this is what we get. They're not thrilled.
I think
This is
C,
C, I guess.
Yeah, I think C is fair. Throwing it with the rest of those, I think that's fine. Next one, the Clippers. I honestly don't hate these jerseys at all.
I don't hate
they
them.
they are perfectly simple, and I think they make a ton of sense. Now,
I'm a big fan of the Clippers rebrand, by the way.
Yes, I agree. I think something that we should have been talking about the whole time that's underrated. I need to see what all of the shorts look like, and I haven't. And so these are pure jerseys, but these are fine. These are just plain baby blue, black everything with the trim, and it says Clips, and then a basketball with orange filled in on the front. These are clean. These are real clean.
Top comment. We the Grizzlies now, y'all. If the leaks are true, half the
Sure.
teams have the same jerseys as last season. These looked good in person, and this will look less weird with a number on it. I hated these unis last year. This is even worse. I think the Clips, because I just think Chips, because it looks like the Doritos font. Bomber got so much bread, but he can't hire the best designer. This shit is fucking disgusting. I'm sick of not being able to get a dope Clippers jersey.
Really?
The new ones are good. The new jerseys are actually good.
I know. I don't hate these. I'd put this A or B tier. Since the fans are like it, I'll bump it to B.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't hate these. I think they're fine. Next one, Lakers. Excuse me, went the wrong thing. I actually don't hate these jerseys. I wish it was just all black and not gradient, or all purple and not gradient. Having Lake Show on the front, I think is cool. I like Lake Show. I think it's a cool like spin. It's the similar like H Town or Mile High, or like having like a phrase. It is the simplest way to rebrand the new City Edition jersey. I think these are like B in my mind. So if you think they stink, that's fine. We can meet in the middle.
See what the
but
people think.
I don't hate it. I think they're simple enough where it's cool. I think gradient jerseys are kind of lame though.
Top comment. No way that's real. What happened to the cool jerseys? Everyone wants a Mamba jersey, and Nike keeps pulling this bullshit. That's just a purple tank top. Does Nike purposely make city jerseys hideous every year? Not good, but somehow far from the worst. Celtics and Warriors ones are terrible. Agree. This is depressing. Can we get the purple and gold back? Legit purple and gold, not yellow and purple. I think this is C or D. I don't think it's very good.
I'll put it C, just because I think it's better than. No, D. You're right, because I think the Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm looking at the ones we put in C, and I think they're better than the Lakers. Dude, if this was literally just a all black jersey with Lake Show, it would just be so much better. It would just be so much better.
The black jersey would look good. I agree.
they're trying to do too
Put it on
much,
mute for
man.
that.
Such a pain in the ass. Memphis jerseys. Listen, so it's all red jersey with like a cool Memphis font. I think the Memphis font is awesome. I think it's so cool. Why the fuck are they red? Why are they red?
I think there is some history to this where they are one on the bottom above the tag. There is a 50, so I think it has something to do. Oh, bringing back the sounds one. I like the 3D
Here we
effect
go.
they added, so this has something to do with that.
Yep, I see.
They
see.
also have like a classic jersey coming out that's the white version of what is on your screen right now, and it looks good. Is this actually real? If so, let's fucking go. Rip my bank account after I buy a Ja, Dez, and Jaren Sounds jersey. So
What?
they are a fan of the red one. I don't think
Okay.
it's bad. I'm a fan of the baby blue and red combo.
I wish it was just baby blue. I wish it was just blue instead of the red. But if they're a fan of it, I don't hate it. I really, really like the font, so I'm happy to give it a B or an A.
B or A
because
for
the fans
me.
like it.
I lean
I'll
A.
put it A. I'll put it A. Maybe it's unique, and I get the history because they used to have red jerseys, so I'll be in. The red's a little off-putting because it's the Grizzlies. The Bucks jerseys.
Oh, I gotta pull it up.
Like
Knee jerk, bad.
yes, but inoffensive bad. So it's less bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it is normal enough where I'm not offended by it. But like what is it? What is the lines? I need the significance to understand it.
Man, here it is. All right, finally found it.
Yeah.
The lines is definitely the outline of the state. Definitely is the
Okay.
outline of Wisconsin.
Sure.
Way to represent all the Bucks fans in the greater Lake Superior area. Can we just admit they're out of ideas for quote unquote city editions? This is the equivalent of putting Niagara Falls on a Nets jersey. I just want to see something with the old logo, the deer spinning the ball. Why haven't we seen this return at all? Am I in the minority for thinking most people would like that? Green is all we want. Someone just posted the picture with the jersey that has the big buck on the front. If this is real, I'm upset. Give us purple, give us cream, give us purple and cream. Bring back the cream.
Yep.
They don't like these.
I'd put it C. I think
They're
it's
sick of the blue.
I think it's less offensive than some of the other D tier ones.
So here's what I'm going to say about this.
Yeah.
Upon further looking, I agree. I'm going to go with the C as well. Because I think the font, and if you actually like just picture it without the big line across the front, at least it sticks to what their brand is.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, the blue is weird and the lines are weird, but I guess the font is fine.
You know, the lines might actually end up looking cool if they have good shorts. Like, I'm thinking like Blazers type.
Maybe they make the whole state with the shorts. It'll be kind of cool. We'll see.
Big Wisconsin on their fucking front.
Timberwolves are just the same jerseys as last year. They're fine. They're kind of ugly. C tier, I guess. Like, do we just slap it in the middle? Like, they're whatever.
If you ask
me, I didn't
me,
hate them last year.
It's C because I think the other version looks better, and I also think that the font being white on white doesn't look great.
Oh,
the last year's version.
They used to be blue. I thought these were just last year's jerseys. They used to be blue.
No, they would never do that. If they have a chance to fucking just change the background color so they can make another $1, they will do it.
They've done it before. They've done it with like the Hornets. The Hornets have had the same one over and over again. Let me see. Timberwolves.
Top comment, Nike. Let's just take last year's city jersey and make it worse. Wolves took a major L by changing the advertisement from Aura to Sezzle for this season. Literally negative Aura for that move. Also, that jersey is horrible. Boy, they really didn't try this year. Look at Boston's. They basically took our alternate away jersey. Everyone is just saying the Celtics is so bad.
The Celtics one's bad. Yeah, these are just a worse version of last year's. You're so right.
I think they should go D because they significantly downgraded, and we need to stop giving them an average. They need to be bad if they're bad.
Yeah, I just thought those were the same. I didn't realize they changed. So, Pelicans, they got the bones. They got NOLA on the front. Actually, don't hate these. I think the bones are going to look a lot more subtle on body. Of the ones we've seen and of the teams we've talked about, I like that New Orleans is leaning into this as their alternate brand because I do think these colors are better.
This is what the Pelicans should just fully brand as.
Exactly.
We talked about this last year. because the shitty navy blue and gold and red looks awful. The fans are fans of this jersey. Top comment on Reddit reads, Pelicans back-to-back city jersey champs. I'm digging the bones. The bones are their money. Happy to see Skeleton return. W names. Probably the most unique jerseys we've had, which it's about time for. So, like, all the fans like these. I like these. I like the colors. They kind of lean into the festiveness of the city. I'm down for A, S tier, whatever. These might be my favorite so far.
I'm down to put them S because I do like that they're trying to lead into something new, and I do think it's working for them. So I'm down for a
This is
Pelicans
like
S tier.
probably the biggest city hit since Vice City, and they're going back to it.
Yeah, it's up there. I do think there's a little bit more fun stuff they could do. Excuse me, but I do think it's the best so far. Next one, the Knicks just inverting from blue to white. I think this is ugly. I thought the double letters were ugly last year, and I think they're ugly this year.
I think it looks bad. The comments don't like them. I think it looks worse with the white.
I agree.
The only positive I'm thinking about is if they wear this at home, at least they'll be wearing white at home. The white versions of last year's, lazy as fuck, shaking my head. That's Nike for you. Luckily, I think they're not doing NBA jerseys anymore starting next year. Are we back? Are we back? Is this last year?
I have no idea. Do you know what's crazy? They did blue last year. All they had to do was make them black, and they would have been cool.
Yeah.
All they had to do.
This team deserves better. Okay, they just reversed the colors from last year. I hate the shadow / double lettering. I wish they'd go back to using home and away jerseys. I agree, Hayes 5789.
Nike's deal with the NBA ends in 2024. So we'll see.
Can you send me a direct message of a screenshot of that so I can tweet it?
We'll see if they re-up. Yeah. I'll send you.
These also give me OKC Thunder vibes.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. I think they're D tier. I don't like these at all.
I am not gonna fight you.
Yeah, I think it's especially D tier because they could have so easily had a B tier jersey if they had just made them black, and they fucked it up. And they said,
also
nope,
lazy.
We're gonna do the wrong thing. But yeah, I go D tier. D tier Knicks. Next one. Speaking of OKC, I don't even know what this is. Like the same blue on the side as they had in last year's jersey. Simple. These are fine. I don't think they're like horrendously ugly. I just think they're kind of boring. I think not knowing what the number looks like is a bit weird. Excuse me, but whatever. I think having Oklahoma, I don't know. I'm indifferent. I think this is like a nice C tier jersey, honestly.
I think it's okay. I think it would be a fun alternate. Like it almost reminds me of like the Celtics alternate where you kind of get a little bit of extra flair with it being black. You can really get some more emphasis on the colors. For me personally, this is B. I don't think it's a bad jersey.
Okay. Sure. I'm fine with that.
The comments don't love it. Somehow this looks like even more scraps from the cutting room floor than last season's jersey. Fugly. Design board meeting. Anybody got any ideas for this year's City Edition jersey? What if we remove the word city so that it just has the name of the state? Brilliant. For real, this has to be fake. How does it have nothing to do with the actual city? Horrific. So they don't like it. I think it's B or C.
I'm fine with either. So I'll let you pick where you want to put it.
Put it C.
Okay. It's just boring. It's just kind of meh. Magic's jerseys. Star is the A. Weird pinstripes. I don't hate these. I think they're interesting. I think they're just the inverse of last year. I think last year they had this, but blue, if I'm correct, like a dark blue.
It was dark blue.
Kinda. I like the white better. I think they had Orlando last year. Now they have Magic with the A. I think these are kind of clean. I'm kind of a fan.
I wish they were more blue. I wish they had more of the base blue. But
what do you mean? As in
like the actual like this blue.
You wish the navy blue was real blue.
Yes.
Fair. I like that. I like that critique. I like these jerseys though. I'm a fan.
I think if they made this their regular design, but they used the actual royal blue, it would look way better. I think this is a C/B tier. Oh, I need to pull what the fans think of it. But I don't know if they would actually run with it as their real jersey.
I like B tier. I think the stars, the A looks clean. I think the Magic do a good job of having unique lettering.
The post
so
says Magic
I'm a
is
fan.
gross again, so I don't think they like it.
Well, maybe they don't like it. Maybe I put it down to C because they don't like it. We'll see. Let me know what they say.
Good
We can go
news:
from
the Heat
there.
decided to put the words "Heat culture" on their kits again, so it's automatically worse again.
Mhm.
Shout out to Utah and Toronto for actually listening to their fans.
Uh-huh.
Wow, we usually get screwed. This year, all of them suck equally.
Okay, I'll put it down to C.
The Orlando Dallas Magic Cowboys.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
missed the space one. Which I also don't think is good. I don't think any team needs new jerseys every single year. It's overkill. Plus, the ones that we get are always trash. So yeah, C tier. They don't really like it.
Sure. C tier is fine with me. Next one is the Sixers jerseys. I think these are just the same they've done before, but white. I actually really like these. I'm a fan of the Sixers jerseys. I think they're clean. I think they're simple. I like the little rainbow pattern they have on the side, which I think they had on old jerseys. I like these a lot. I'm a big fan.
Somebody posted instead of the jersey, they posted the Bush meme, but Bush is happy. Sir, the Sixers just dropped new jerseys and they're actually dope. So
I like these a lot.
Sir, the second Spectrum City editions just dropped. This photo makes me extremely uncomfortable. I need it though. They're cool, just not the jerseys I wanted again. Well, I love the blue ones. Hate that it's the same jersey in different colors, but they don't. I don't know. They don't like exclusively hate them. I'd say they're A or B.
I'd put them A tier. I think
Seems
they're
pretty
clean.
mixed.
And it's not like they brought it back-to-back years. These are the ones they had in 21, 22. So I guess they tried a couple things and went back to it.
Oh yeah, they had some pretty awful. No, I think they had these last year.
No, they had these last year.
Oh, they did. Yeah, you're right.
And then the year before that, they had
the white ones.
No, they had hold up, I have to go back to it. 1 sec. 22, 23. It was this version of the Brotherly Love, which I also thought were ugly. And then they had them in blue. I think these are A tier jerseys. I like these. I like the white better than the blue. I think they're clean. Next we have the Suns. Assuming you put the number on that little star there. Cool.
The number might be a big game changer with this one.
That's what I'm saying. I don't hate
number on the star would be all right.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little funky, a little weird. This is not the worst Valley one they've done. I'll put it that way. I think these are fine. I think the green needs to be banned. Green's got to go.
I think the green looks bad. I also don't
make it white.
I don't think they posted this. I don't think they did a post of this. So I don't even know how their fans feel. Here it is.
Okay.
This wasn't a full picture. Go ahead, Reddit. You got it. Top comments. Cactus with the star would have put them over the top. So these are actually a play on all-star jerseys from the 90s. Adds a little bit to it. Fans are disappointed that there's no cactus. No cactus with a Yoshi meme. If you're going to reference the All-Star Game jersey, go all in. So weird half measure, no cactus, different font. Doesn't work for me. Still, I've seen worse, I guess. I assume they will put a white number overlapping the star. Personally, I need to be convinced about the font. Love the 95 All-Star Game 5. So they kind of like it.
Yeah.
I would say B tier.
Let me see. Let me look up 1995 All-Star jerseys. I know what they're talking about, but I just want to see them. Yeah. So these are fun.
When you know there's an actual reference to it, it makes it easier. Because that's the point of these. So they say.
Yeah. I'm fine with B tier. I'm fine putting them B tier. They're cool enough. And I like the star. Next one, Rip City Blazers. Jesus, man. This is like when I was 12 years old and Googled cool iPhone backgrounds. This little dot pattern is what came up on Google. That's what this jersey is.
If you squint, it's not that bad.
This sucks because not only do you have this shitty dots background, but then lightly in the Rip City, it's plaid. And so you just got contrasting shit. Pick one. These suck. These are really bad.
Blazers fans, this is so underwhelming. I know Nike can do better than that. By the way, Nike is right up around them too, so that should make.
I will say,
you think Nike would hook them up?
Windy Fingers, if and when the number is big and has the same outline and plaid as the font up there, it will look better because there's more of a. But they still suck. They're still really bad.
At this moment in time, I'm not convinced they can do better. John Donahue ruined that company. They can't heal until his ass is gone. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but just a worse version of last season's. Looks like a practice jersey. I know it's real, but still. Nothing
It does
about
look like
this
a practice
screams
jersey.
Portland except the words in the Latin
Yeah.
longitude.
Do you know?
Edit, I just noticed the very faded homage to Jack Ramsey inside the Rip City.
The plaid. It's because they have this little gray thing on the back and over the shoulders. That makes it look like a practice jersey.
Oh, that is bad. That's real bad.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
Anything
I'd
that
say-
makes a jersey look like a practice jersey should be banned. Last comment I want to read. Are they saving the good designs for when we're good again?
Hopefully.
No,
D-tier?
because the Celtics jersey is ass in all caps.
Yep.
Yeah, D tier.
Yep. D tier. Next one. Old King. Fine. They're just kind of fine. I don't really know if I have any crazy opinions on these. They're blue,
I don't mind it.
red, white.
At least there is a reference point to this. They kind of look like what the Pistons maybe should do. Maybe, right? Maybe a little Pistons in there.
Similar, yeah.
Someone said the blueprint is right there with the ones with the cursive font, with similar colors to this. Somebody replied with the Cincinnati Royals jersey that literally looks like this, except it says Cincinnati. So technically, the Kings have 2 throwbacks this year.
Yes.
They don't seem to hate it. Never mind. Yeesh, these are garbage.
Excuse me. Yes, I saw another Kings one. I don't know where they are.
This looks like an auto-generated jersey you'd make in a video game.
Yeah, these are the other ones I saw. I saw these for the Kings as well, and these are significantly better.
Yes, so there are a few teams that also are getting classic editions. Like the Grizzlies are getting the white version of the Vancouver jerseys.
Yes.
Golden State is getting a classic, which is remember the blue ones they had with the red font a couple years ago?
Who is this?
The Warriors. Remember the ones that were like the San Francisco jerseys that were
Oakland.
like blue with red? They have them in white this year.
Oh, okay, cool.
So there's going to be a few teams getting classic editions, which is cool. But the fans don't seem overly loving this one. I'd say it's probably C or D.
Yeah, I think C tier. I think the D tiers are worse than the blue and red because it's pretty inoffensive. But they got little crowns on the side too. It's whatever. San Antonio next. I don't hate these. I know you might not like the light blue, but I think it's kind of cool. Especially because it's not like they're stealing from another team. Like there aren't really other teams that use this teal-ish blue often that I can think of off top. I think it looks kind of unique. I think the number with even more orange and black contrasting it will look better. These are fine by me. I'm a fan. They're the inverse of what they did last year.
So somebody posted the Office meme where like they need you to find the difference between the two pictures with this year and last year, and it's the same picture, and the top comment is worse. They do not like that. No idea how we don't go back to the Black Fiesta ones. They were so goddamn clean. I wish I got a jersey then. Lame in all caps. Don't get me wrong. I liked last year's, but Spurs have so many past themes and colors that this seems lazy. They got to bring back the Black Fiesta again. These Taco Bell ones are terrible. It's probably C.
I'll throw it
It's
C
like
because the Fiesta ones are significantly better. So I'll put it in the C tier. C tier is growing. A lot of mid jerseys. Next one. Oh baby, Toronto.
I know you didn't like it for a second.
Oh no.
This is the one you don't like?
Toronto's doing something special up there. They're they did it. They did it. Congratulations, Toronto. Immediately S tier jersey. Am I wrong? Like this is an amazing jersey. This makes me want to move New Orleans down.
It's not bad at all. So actually, here's the thing. New conspiracy cracked. I went on their Reddit to look for this, and there's an Instagram post of a local Raptors jersey designer. He shared a design that he created last October of the Raptor between the legs dunking the ball. And then it shows a concept jersey that he created to honor Vince Carter, which is the purple one with the stripes. Looks better than this. and says, coincidence, can I predict the future? A case of great minds think alike? I don't know. So they're speculating that they had a jersey
ripped
designer
them
get
off.
ripped off.
That would suck.
Would it really suck if they actually took a good design? Would it really suck? Like
without
if they ripped Pete
yes,
Rogers
without
off?
credit, yes. Well, yes,
No,
because
it,
if they
it
rip,
does suck
yeah.
with that aspect to it. But this makes
these
me even
jerseys
more mad because it proves that they do see all the stuff. Fuck
these are
sake,
cool jerseys,
man.
though.
But
These
they
are
are
great
good jerseys.
though.
These are in the top tier.
S tier.
Right?
Should we move New Orleans down and give this its own tier? Because I these are so much better than New Orleans jerseys. I'm sorry. I think we throw the New Orleans down with these others.
Okay.
And give
all right.
Especially because the Raptors won't be there alone for very long. Because my God, Utah, hey, you did it. These are great. Utah is great, man. These are also S tier jerseys. Great
work.
What
the best part about this is the Raptors and Jazz have the best jerseys in this, and the reason why they have the best jerseys in this is because they just did the thing that everybody wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to see the mountains. Everybody wants to see the Raptor, and they fucking did it. Ooh. It's really not that hard, Nike, now, is it?
These are extremely similar to the ones they did last year, too. And the ones they did last year were real cool. Like, these were theirs last year. Really sick. Right here.
The ones last year are actually better.
Very cool.
In my opinion.
I agree, but they're still both S tier. These are also clean. However, I'm seeing these on the horizon. These things right here, the purples.
Those are all right.
Fucking sick. However,
they look nice.
Not this season, but the season after the season, Sam, these are going to be the Jazz's everyday uniforms.
Good. Also, why are they waiting?
Dude. Do
they want to make sure they're maybe a little better?
I assume it has something to do with like the logistics of changing everybody's jerseys, selling. Like I assume there's like something more to it because the ones you see on the left are their current City Edition. Dude, those white jerseys with the Utah and the purple mountains are fucking so sick.
They are.
Those are incredible jerseys. Those might be the best jersey in the NBA when they drop.
I don't disagree. I think they look excellent.
Those are awesome, but still an S tier jersey.
I mean, the Celtics have the best uniforms, but it's neither here nor there.
Wizards next. I have a feeling we might disagree on these as well. Kind of like these. I think
better than last year for sure. This is
so
a rare case of them reusing the design, but actually doing a decent job with it.
Mm-hmm. I think the marbling on the neck and arms is a little weird, but the District of Columbia I think looks really clean here. And I think if the number is just a big red number, I kind of like these a lot. I'd be happy putting these B tier.
Here's the shorts that leaked with it. If you want a link, I will send you it in the private chat because I know you are in on the shorts when it comes to this stuff. Yeah.
Shorts got
I'm also
cool.
a shorts guy myself. There's the link. People in the comments are kind of mixed. They don't really love the rust. They wish it was just a solid color around the neck.
I agree.
Looks like a knockoff of itself somehow. Looks a third finish. Terrible, bruh. Who the fuck is creating these jerseys? Motherfuckers are doing us doing us dirty. As an OKC fan, I actually think this is kind of fire. It's definitely a lot better than other teams. Thought this was a Detroit jersey on the first glance. What connection does that have to DC?
I like them. I think they're B tier. I think they could have been a lot worse. And I don't know.
The displeasure brings them down to C. The disappointment from the fan base brings them down.
I don't give a fuck about
I think their opinions matter.
I don't give a fuck
their
about
team.
Them. I want to rank it on if it's a good jersey. You said at the start, we're ranking it based on the jersey. How good is it as a jersey? And so,
I think the experts on the jerseys are the fans of the team.
I don't give a fuck what they think. I think it's a B tier. We'll put it C because of the fans, but I don't give a fuck what the fans think. I think it's a good jersey. Last one was not in this thread for whatever reason. I did pull it up though. Here you go. The Miami Heat.
Oh boy.
Looks like I think the Celtics and the Bulls are getting some company down in F tier. These are fucking hideous.
This is incredible because Miami had an awful jersey last year. Please just let me scroll.
And these are worse. And these are worse.
And they took it and went, let's do it again. Why? Why would you do that?
F tier. Absolutely F tier.
This is why Nike is a problem. Because they got significant backlash over this last year. People hated the Heat culture jerseys, and they went and they did it again. Top comment. Stop with the culture bullshit. It's cool when it's something people talk about, but when you plaster it over everything, it's so corny. Yeah, it's overkill from a marketing standpoint. The merch and t-shirts are fine. Once we start putting it on the court in our actual jerseys, it's too much. Looks like something they'd wear in practice. Looks like a ripoff of this, which is the all red Heat jerseys with even the red letters with the white outline, which actually looks good. How have we gone from some of the best jerseys to the most laughable ones they can imagine? I don't know who it is, but someone in charge is truly ruining the brand. Yes.
Yep.
Universally bad. Didn't need the fans to tell you this one is an F. It looks awful. They hated last year and they did it again.
Yeah, just bad. So to recap quickly, S tier, Raptors, Jazz. A tier, Pelicans, Hawks, Grizzlies, Sixers. B tier, Nuggets, Mavs, Clippers, Suns. C tier, Wizards, Nets, Cavs. I did the same thing. I didn't know who that was. Pistons, Pacers, Bucks, Thunder, Magic, Kings, Spurs. D tier, Hornets. We might have been a little harsh on the Hornets. They could bump up to C tier, but we stick with it. D tier, Hornets, Warriors, Rockets, Lakers, Timberwolves, Knicks, Blazers. F tier, Celtics, Bulls, Heat. There you go. There are the jerseys. Copy the Raptors.
Okay, so
everybody else.
Depending on where you draw the line, Nike released 30 new City Edition jerseys. Of the 30, either 6 or 10 fall into the category of being good. That's not great.
Yeah, I think B tier and up are good jerseys.
Okay, so that's 10. That's only a third.
So
they hit on 33%. 33% is out of the league in Europe playing overseas.
Yeah. Like of these jerseys, as a neutral fan, if you're a neutral fan, like 2 are worth buying. I like the Nuggets ones a lot, so I would buy the Nuggets jerseys. I know you disagree, but like objectively, the Raptors and the Jazz ones are the only ones that are like, oh fuck, I want to buy that in the store. But
yeah,
whatever, man. All right. Reddit post today was in the Celtics section, right? So we don't have one for the NBA.
We don't have
one.
You
have one? Awesome. In that case, let's go to the rat list here. Sam, what you got?
I mean, first and foremost, the obvious ones.
Jerseys.
Nike, the jerseys were awful. We just did the thing. 10 of the 30 are good. It's not hitting at a high enough clip. It needs to stop, man. I know this kind of like goes away after the in-season tournament and everything. It's just like fucking ridiculous. It's awful. I'm so sick of Nike. I'm so happy that I learned that the contract is up. Ian Inagello, sorry if I butchered that, replied to me on Twitter and said, "Get ready to learn Fanatics." Inangelo,
I assume.
Inangelo. Get ready to learn Fanatics, buddy, which may be worse. Oh boy.
What do I have for a rat list? I don't have much. I played. This isn't like a rat list as much as it is a story. I gotta respond to something quick. So I played basketball yesterday. I played with Noah and Bobby Manning, 2 good friends of the show. And sorry. I need your story to go on for 30 more seconds and I could have responded. That's my bad. Played basketball yesterday with Noah and Bobby in Cambridge, and we played these 3 random guys there. And I missed them layups, yes, but I was just so significantly taller and bigger than all of the guys that we played against that I just like stopped going in the paint because I felt bad. I was like, I don't want to just because dude, I was just turning around, like laying it up over them. And one of the guys goes, "Oh, give me a chance. I want to try guarding him." I just laughed, and the next possession, I just go, boop. I'm like, I got bored. I started like taking jumpers. I started like going out and like I missed like because I'm not a good shooter, so I just missed some threes and missed some jumpers. But I'm like, I felt like an asshole just standing there taking layups in the paint, and we're playing a 3v3 game.
Ratless is Oregon, man. I'm so sick and fucking tired of this school being in on every single one of my recruits when I play college football 25. It's in every league. I'm in like 3 or 4 like online leagues with friends, and every single one, they just will not fuck off. Everybody wants to go play for them in their Nike sponsored jerseys. I'm sick and tired of Oregon. Nobody hates Oregon more than Frank. Frank lost to Oregon in the computer national championship. I beat them. Don't worry about it. I did. But yeah, I'm sick of them, man. Also, little college football tidbit. 2 of my friends just played in our online dynasty, and one of them lost by 1 because for whatever reason their extra point was not counted.
Like they made it and it wasn't counted? Like they made it?
Yeah, they made it. It just did not count. It did not go on the scoreboard.
I'd be so mad. I'd replay the game. I'd argue to replay the game.
Oh my god! I don't think I can't reset it because one of them got like they lagged out or the game crashed or something, and I couldn't reset the loss. Brutal, very tough, man. Very tough. What other rat list do I have?
I don't have much else.
My hips killing me, man. I can't move laterally right now. Playing basketball, I heard it today. I don't know what I did. It was kind of bugging me on Sunday after I played the game of my life, and then today it's back. So I'll be resting. I'll be able to run still, but not that.
I can rat list the city. It didn't happen to me, but both of my roommates' cars got towed yesterday or 2 days ago, and it's because our like rental agency put like notices on their cars saying, "Hey, your parking pass expires today," and they just put it on their car and didn't email them, didn't text them, didn't do anything, didn't call them. So they just put it on their car, and they just like they didn't go to their car that day, and they I don't know if they like called the towing company and said, "Hey, you're good today," but they just like got towed within the span of like 2 days because their things expired, and they had to like go pick up their new passes that they like paid for and everything. They just didn't have them in their cars yet, so they both had to pay like 170 out of the that got towed.
You think they would have the license plates on record as paid?
Hey, gotta have the pass.
Because when I was at URI, if you bought a parking pass, they would just go around and scan the license plates. There was no sticker or anything. They just had everyone's plates.
Yeah.
Lazy on the city.
They got fucked.
Rat list is, you guessed it, the bridge. The bridge is back. I think the bridge is.
I see.
So the bridge was meant to start being demolished yesterday. Today, they have paused the demolition.
Oh no.
So they're prolonging this whole process. If you don't know, in Rhode Island, there's a bridge that connects the West and East Bays in Providence. It's on 195, which is the highway that goes out towards the Cape, or where Jack is from. Eastern Mass, or West, Eastern Mass. And it's been under construction because they found really bad problems with it out of nowhere, so they had to like panic, try and fix it. And now they are halting the process. So here is an article from WPRI, Channel 12. The sudden stoppage of the demolition of the westbound side of the Washington Bridge has left the community with more questions than answers. The Rhode Island Department of Transportation has stopped work in order to preserve evidence in an ongoing legal battle. So the rats that fuck this up are continuously fucking everybody over because now they're being sued because they didn't do their jobs right.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had enough of this. I can't even drive north into Providence anymore without getting fucked by this bridge traffic. Every time, it just bleeds on a 95. It takes me a half hour to go on a 15-minute drive. It's awful.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't have any more outlets. That's all I got for you this week.
I'll leave it there. We did the jersey. We had a fun pod today.
Jerseys were good. All right. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to How About Them Celtics, and I'll let Sam take it out.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment, tell us what you think of the jerseys, tell us what you think of the training camp roster. Tell us your rat list. Make sure you hit the bell. You won't miss any of our daily uploads. New pods are coming at you Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Game recaps will be back very soon. We're going to have games to actually recap, and those will be up the morning after each one. We'll also have other videos to keep you busy on the days in between. You can find us on Spotify and Apple too. All of our pods and recaps are up there. So if you're more of an audio person, that's fine. If you follow us, they will go right into your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that. Email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. You saw RJ do it today. You saw a new member of the email chain join today. That could be you next time, hbtcpod@gmail.com. The socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the pod. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter is at Jack's1NBA. Mine is at Sam LaFrance, and it's at Frost. Wow.
Check, Jacko. Come on.